Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. And it's been a while since I uploaded my last video. I believe that last one was from my 2-week trip to New York. And since I'm going on a business trip to London today, I thought, why not use that as an opportunity to film another video. So here we are. It's 7:20 in the morning and I am heading to the airport. The metro runs a little weird today, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bike down to Nørreport station, which is one of the major stations here in Copenhagen, and then from there I'm gonna take a regional train to Copenhagen airport. So even though the metros aren't running, I'm sure it's gonna be just fine. So yeah, that is the plan. Alrighty, let's get going. So as you can see, there is still quite a bit of snow on the side of the roads, and it's not like it's been snowing like crazy. It's basically been one day with a lot of snow, and since we are in freezing degrees, none of it has melted yet. So yeah, and my gears are frozen as well, I can tell. It's actually the first time in a few days that my gears have been frozen. But we still have a gear at least. We'll take what we can get. I almost think that it's gonna be slower. Like I took a slower mode to get to the airport now that my gears aren't working, because I can't pedal with the same force. So I'm biking quite slow. But it's okay. I don't have any check bag. I'm just bringing my TomTalk T66 40-liter bag, where I've got everything I need for the next 3 days. So it should be good to go. This weekend, my girlfriend and I were going to Riga, Latvia, and she thought that I needed an even warmer jacket than the one I had. So I never really owned a proper winter jacket. Well, that's a lie. I've definitely had winter jackets in my life, but I would say my recent adult years, if that's the thing you can say, I haven't really had one. So yesterday I went down to Uniqlo, which is basically where I buy 99.9% of all my clothes, and got myself one of those seamless parkas, which I'm also wearing for this business trip. And so far it appears to be warming me up pretty good, but obviously it's difficult to say since I'm biking. But yeah, I'd say so far so good. 7:26, and there is 12 minutes. Yeah, so it's 7:26, so there's approximately 12 minutes till my train leaves from Nørreport station. So oh man, I wish I could fix these gears, because if you saw my legs at the moment, I am pedaling like crazy, but I'm just not moving that far. But we're literally 1 kilometer away, so we should be good. So why are we going to London today? And who are we? So it's basically my team and I work in our global enablement team, which consists of me, Morten, Kasper, and then our leader, Kasper. So yeah, there's 2 Kaspers. And we basically are going to London to host this, we call it a candidate experience event. We basically have a few open roles, and then we want to give the potential candidates an opportunity to experience how it is working at Lenus before committing to working at Lenus. And it's also a perfect opportunity for us to get to know some of the potential candidates even more, and then see if there's a fit. We hosted a similar event in Denmark, I believe, 2 months ago, so it's going to be exciting to be hosting an event like that in London as well. But yeah, we're searching for candidates for a few different open roles. Primarily, or not primarily, but in our commercial side of the organization. So yeah, that's going to be super exciting. And I can see that the lakes, the lakes here in Copenhagen are still frozen, at least in some parts. Like 2 days ago, when I was biking through here, there were a bunch of people walking on the lakes. So yeah, the government actually allows that once the lake has reached a certain level of frozen. I can't believe what the exact meters are, but centimeters are, but it needs to be quite frozen. Obviously, we don't want anybody to fall through the ice. All right, let's check the time again. About 8 minutes should be enough. I probably need to run right after parking my bike, but at least we'll make it. But yeah, I can tell from just looking around that I'm definitely not the only one with frozen gears. I think that's a common thing you'll see around the city today and for the next couple of days as well. I'm so glad that traffic light didn't turn red as I was approaching it. It got to yellow right when I got to the line. Alright, so we'll park this bike right by the entrance to the S trains and the regional trains. Alright, so let's quickly get up here, and then I'm gonna park the bike down here. This is a perfect place. All right. All right, so what does it say? So I'm taking a train towards Sweden. Track 2. All right, 4 minutes. think I even have time to tie my laces, so that's good. Alrighty, so we made it to Copenhagen Airport, and since I don't have any luggage to check in, I can get straight up to security, and right now it doesn't seem like it's too busy. It says 5 to 7 minutes to get through security, so that is perfect because we've got around an hour and 50 minutes till the flight departs. So that means we've got plenty of time. And that was probably one of the fastest ways through security. Literally took 3 minutes and then I was through. And now I am on my way to the gate, and I think it's safe to say that the airport has changed quite a bit from when I was here a month ago, I believe. Yeah, it was pretty much a month ago. Or maybe it's just because I wasn't in this part of the airport when I was here. Oh yeah, and since Brexit, the flights to London departs from the gates where you need to pass the border patrol first. And that wasn't the case before, but Brexit did its thing. Now we need to show our passports. Okay, vi tager det en med. Okay.
Hvis du havde siddet med en plus 1, så havde du vundet en.
Okay. Alrighty, so we made it to Gatwick Airport here in London. And now we are waiting for our Uber to get into the city, and we're heading straight to the office. Alrighty, so we made it to London, and we are at, what is it called?
M&S.
M&S.
Marks and Spencer.
Which is this grocery store, which is located right next to our office. We're getting some lunch. They apparently have these pre-made meals, 44 grams of protein. That's good. Alrighty, so it is 7:41 p.m. here at our beautiful office in London. And after a day with a bunch of meetings, a lot of chats with the teams, we are slowly getting ready to head over to our hotel. It's definitely been a long day, and I think right when we get to the hotel, or before we get to the hotel, we're gonna have a quick dinner and then call it a day. We're now out of the office, walking towards the hotel. We've ordered Pokeball for dinner. And then we're gonna eat that in the lobby and then watch some of the Champions League games that's going on. So it is 8:30, 8:40, something like that, and just made it to the hotel and got checked into my hotel room here in London. And in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna head down to the lobby because our food is going to be delivered at that time. Then the plan is to have some food and then just relax and be ready for the day tomorrow, because we got a very long day tomorrow. A very exciting day where we're going to have that candidate experience event, which I'm super excited for. I'm excited to meet all the candidates that are coming in to get an idea of what the roles that we have open entails. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to find a few where it mutually makes sense to proceed to the next step. But yeah, time will tell. It's good to be back here in London. Last time I was here in London was in November 2021. And that was actually also on a business trip to the London office. That time the office was different. It was located in a different building, around the same neighborhood, but different building. A few faces that I recognize, but also a few new faces. So yeah, super exciting to be back. I think one of the things I need to get used to is the fact that when I cross the road, I need to, look at the different side to make sure that no cars are coming. And I think I had one close call today where there was a cyclist and a bus that I didn't notice, so I just ran across. But besides that, it's awesome. Let's check out the view, if there is a view. Oh yeah, there's definitely a view here. You can see the red double-decker bus there. There's a little Pret. You have the London black cabs riding by. I would say this is a pretty nice view. Alright guys, I am super exhausted after today, so I'm gonna head down, grab some food, get up here, relax, and then a new day starts mañana. So yeah, as you say in Spanish, hasta mañana. Good morning from beautiful London. It is 8:10 in the morning on February 18th, and I am ready to head out of the door. My colleague Morten is just downstairs, and we're going to walk to the office together, grab a coffee on the way. And then, today we've got such an exciting day ahead. We're hosting a candidate experience event here in our Lenus London office, which is basically an opportunity for potential candidates to come in and then get an idea and understanding of what our open roles entails and kind of see if it's something for them. And also a great opportunity for us to meet them. Oftentimes when you start a new job, you really don't get a good idea of what it is to actually work there before you get started. So this is an attempt to kind of mitigate that, to kind of make sure that there's an alignment between what's presented in the job description and then also the actual job. So it's a win-win for both parties, and I'm super excited to be hosting one of these events together with my team and obviously the UK team later today. All right, enough talking. I'm gonna head out of the door, and I'm gonna switch the camera around.
Hvor du heldig, den lige kommer der også. Men ellers så sov jeg godt nok godt derinde.
Jeg synes også, det var et mega lækkert hotelværelse. Okay, der kommer bare sådan 5 i streg.
Bare lige, jeg skal lige nå at have den derovre.
Alrighty, so as you can see, we made it to our office here in London. Got ourselves a cappuccino and oat from Blank Street as well. And just look at this beautiful space.
Oh, good morning. I'm like, what?
What? Let's take a look at the space in our office that we are gonna use for the candidate experience event. And we basically have around 50 seats, as you can see here. And we obviously hope to have a conversion rate of 100%, so all 50 showing up. As you can see, we've got some notebooks here, a Lenus pen. We also have some name tags for everybody. And then the big stage where they are going to absorb a ton of information about Lenus and the roles that we have available. Alrighty, so Kasper, what did we just realize?
That it's raining like shit.
And
We don't have any regular water.
we don't have any regular water. for the event. So now we're running down to Marks and Spencer's to just quickly get a bunch of water bottles because obviously people should have their water. All right, so quick thinking, and we got ourselves a bunch of water for the candidates. So that's all been sorted. Now it's time to head over to the event. Hello everyone. I was super close to forget to record this video. But long story short, that was a fantastic first candidate event in the UK office, and we got a lot of positive feedback from the candidates. They thought it was super nice to come in and see the place where they would potentially work and also meet, some of their potential new team members. So all in all, it was a great success, and we also had a big turn-up rate. Oftentimes when you do events like that, or at least that's my assumption, people tend to register and then not show up. However, that was my own belief. That wasn't the case. We had quite a big of a turn-up rate, which was amazing. We basically started out with a few key players from our team having a presentation where they talked about themselves, the role, and then afterwards, we kind of allowed the candidates to mingle around and network and ask us questions. So yeah, all in all, great experience. It is 9:45 and literally just came back to the hotel. So right after the candidate experience, the team and we regrouped and then just talked about some of the candidates that we felt like stood out. And then we went for some dinner, brought it back to the office, continued the discussion, and yeah, literally just came home. Man, I'm so happy every time I get the opportunity to come visit one of our offices away from HQ. I think it's one of those things that really makes me happy to work at Linus, and that is the fact that we have offices around the world and the opportunity to also connect with colleagues from around the world. So yeah, exciting times. Tomorrow I have the plan of waking up a bit early, just so I can get to see a bit of the city before work. And then our flight is at 2 p.m. So we got to be in Gatwick probably at around 11:30, 12 o'clock. So there's still time to walk around, get to the office, do a little bit of work, and then it's a matter of heading to the airport back to Copenhagen, Denmark. So yeah, that was pretty much the update for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Good morning and welcome to another day here at our Linus office in London. It is 8:15 and just got into the office a few minutes ago. I walked with one of my colleagues, Morten, and we stopped over at Pret. Got a little acai bowl. It was a mango banana smoothie bowl, a cappuccino, and then headed over here. And we'll probably be spending the next 2 to 3 hours here, and then heading to the airport. We have a flight at Gatwick Airport at 2 p.m. and want to make sure we get there on time. And we're always able to get some work done at the airport as well. Last night, as soon as I ended the video, I actually called up one of my friends and also a coworker here at Linus, Alex. I just had something on my mind that was work related regarding the performance of a specific metric, and I really wanted to get to the bottom of that. So I thought to myself, who do I know who's up at this moment and who can potentially help me? And Alexander was the best person that I could think of, and what I would also say probably the most qualified person to answer that question as well. So he's based out of New York. So it's just an interesting thing, sitting there in a hotel room and then diagnosing a business metric performance. I know now it sounds like a lot. While he was sitting in New York at the New York office, 7 p.m. there, midnight here. Yeah, that was a pretty cool experience. But man, I am exhausted today. As soon as I get home to my apartment in Copenhagen, I need to slowly start packing because tomorrow my girlfriend and we're heading to Riga in Latvia, and we're super excited to check that out. It's my it's one of these spontaneous ideas that we sometimes get. We find some cheap tickets, we book them, and then we head off. These tickets were ridiculously cheap, and it was almost dumb to say no to them. So we were like, we're gonna do it. Alrighty, so after a brief day at the office, we're now heading to London Gatwick Airport, and we are a little bit in a time rush, but we should be able to make it. We don't have any luggage that needs to be checked in, so we all got these bags, so it should be fine. Heading to London Bridge Station and then taking the train to Gatwick. Alrighty, so we are slowly approaching the station, and take a look at how beautiful this is. Alrighty, so we are back in Copenhagen. Kasper and I are walking towards the metro, and then we're both heading straight home. I got my bike at Nørreport station, so I gotta get off at Nørreport, grab the bike, and then do the rest of the trip by bike. Luckily, I got my my parka and my gloves, so it's gonna be just fine. Woo! All right. Alrighty, so we made it back to Nørreport station, and I just found my bike as well. You know, there's so many bikes here, so sometimes it can be really hard to find your bike. And since a lot of people use Swap Feeds, which is this bike subscription service where all the front wheels are blue, it can be really hard to find. But finally found it. Now it's time to head home, and that also means the end of today's vlog. Thank you so much for following along, and I will see you soon. We're not finishing it quite yet. I thought, why not take you with me for part of this super short bike ride? So that's what we'll do, and I just gotta angle the camera right. Alrighty. Vamonos. So yeah, tight schedule ahead. Gotta pack for Latvia, gotta finish up some work, and need to prepare the apartment for tomorrow, as we have two of my friends coming over who's going to borrow the apartment while my girlfriend and I were gone. Beautiful afternoon here in the city. Afternoon, early evening. Not too cold. And I can tell that my gears are still frozen. Completely forgot about that. So that means it's just gonna take a bit longer for me to get home, but that's fine. Let's see if the lakes are still frozen and if there's people out on it. I don't think so, but who knows? But no, overall, that was a fantastic trip. Really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the people that I was there with and the people that were there. It's just a bunch of great people. And it doesn't even come as a surprise to me anymore, given that I've been part of Linus for almost 7.5 years. Oops. Almost be considered a red light, but it was technically yellow when I got to the line. Oh yeah, and there are people by the lakes. Let me just quickly show you this. As you can see here, but yeah, overall fantastic event, fantastic trip to London. Now I'm excited to see what Latvia's got to offer. My girlfriend, she created the whole itinerary and found everything that we got to do, so it's gonna be super exciting. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about is the cold, but it's gonna be fine. Alrighty, so now I think, no, not think, now I'm gonna for real end the vlog. So yeah, I will see you next time. Not sure exactly when that's gonna be. Could be tomorrow, but could also be a little later. One thing I'll promise is that it's gonna be soon. Adios.